Hey everyone, I'm away at the moment and I just finished a journaling entry and I had to come on here because I didn't almost feel, it did feel like I was writing for someone else, like someone else needed to see this or hear this. Mind the lighting, I am in a different location as you can see, and the lighting is coming from here, so if it changes or looks a bit janky, that's why. Um, Now, I'm not usually the one that goes, signs that this is for you or anything like this. But if you guys have just recently watched Inside Out 2 or Inside Out 1, then stick around if you want. You don't have to. I'm not that type of person that goes, this is for you and you lead it. It's up to you. It's up to you if you want to hear it. But yeah, so let's get into it. Again, I'm going to be looking down most of the time so that I get everything right. If I stutter or have to repeat myself, bear with me. Here we go. Self-concept and manifestation. You can have self-concept without your dream life, but you can't have your dream life without self-concept. What is self-concept? Self equals you, concept equals view. So essentially, self-concept is how you see or view yourself. Think of the core belief system in Inside Out, too. How Riley views herself in different parts of the movie changed how she saw the world outside of herself, therefore changing how she acted, and once again, therefore changing the reality, for better or for worse. Now we can see in the movie that depending on what emotion took precedent, Riley's thoughts changed. But what I found interesting is no matter what emotion took place, they all had her best interest at heart. They wanted to keep her safe. They thought they were doing the best with whatever resources they had. Where am I going with this? I know you're probably like, how does this, what? Let me explain. Well, I want to put forward the idea that we can't shun away the bad just for the good when working on self-concept. That isn't to say that one shouldn't be at the forefront, that being positivity or joy, if you want to go on the inside out kind of view scale. But we also need to acknowledge our experience and memories for what they are and what they have taught us, good, bad, or otherwise. Remember, it is your choice on how you view yourself and the life you have already lived, the life you will lead forward. I'm going to give you an exercise. I'll do it as well. I'll put my results in the comments for you guys once I've done it. I want you to write your dream life and the person you want to be in as much detail as you feel comfortable. Don't feel the need to write a book. You can literally write, a beach house, a girl that talks in front of thousands of people, and has no limiting beliefs. That can literally be it. But if you want, you can use ChatGPT. I've done it. It's actually really easy. It was a trend on TikTok. I did it. Wonders. And then I want you to read it through as if you've embodied the character Joy, or as best you can. I know that for some people, depending on their life, that can be kind of hard. I completely understand that, but do it the best you can and kind of just be like, this is great, and da-da-da-da, like she would. Go on the positive side of things. Do this as many times as you want or you feel possible, and then write down 3 hard memories that you believe have changed you negatively as a person. So now we're balancing out both. We're doing positive and negative. Once you have the 3, next to it, or really wherever you want, it can be below on another sheet of paper, whatever you feel called or wherever you feel called to write it. I want you to write 3 ways positively that the person you have become because of these can help you achieve your manifestation. I'll give you an example to kind of make this easier. Say, for example, you've gone through multiple experiences where you felt jealousy, right? Where you felt envy, you felt jealousy, you felt anger almost towards a person or towards a thing. I want you to come from the viewpoint of, all right, I'm jealous of that person. That's because I'm inspired by that person. So I'm going to now take action to become that person through that jealousy. So it can almost turn into, another way to explain it is almost jealousy can turn into competitiveness. And the person that you're competing against isn't the person that's inspired you, it's the person that you are right now turning into the person you want to become. Right? I'll give you an example. I'll give you a further example because I feel like even I'm confusing myself. So I'll give you another example. If you are jealous of a person with, what's something really easy to comprehend, with an ideal workout schedule, right? You're really jealous of them. You think, why do they get to do that? Why don't I? Why do they have that body? Why don't I? Right? And then the competitiveness can then turn into, that can then turn into inspiration, right? So you go, okay, I'm jealous of that person because I want what they have. So the inspiration. That then can turn into the competitive nature of, okay, I'm not where I want to be. I want what they have. I'm now going to compete with myself to turn into that. Each day, I'm going to take aligned action to beat myself. Okay, so say for example, the dream person runs 10 kilometers, right? And you can barely run one, right? And you're jealous of that. So you now go, all right, well, each day, or each week even, we're going to run half a K each time over. So you start with half, then you go to 1, then you go to 1.5, then you go to 2, and eventually you'll get to 10, right? Another example is grief into empathy. I understand that grief can really, really take a hold of someone. It's, I would say one of the hardest emotions to kind of comprehend because it's different for everyone. And people deal with it differently, and it never truly goes away, right? But you can take that from, I'm going to be miserable for the rest of my life, into, well, I now have this hard emotion that I have to deal with. But I understand so many others have dealt with it before, so now I can empathize with them and possibly help others that haven't gone through it yet. So they're the two examples, right, that you can kind of take, and I want you to write it down and be like, okay, I may not feel like this at the moment, but I can work towards it, right? Because you might be writing this or hearing this and being like, that's not possible for me. There's no way. The more you work on it, the more it will become what you want it to become. And then the last thing that I wrote was, it will help you change the way you view yourself little by little, and with it, your reality. Remember, you have the final say over your world. I think that a lot of the time we go, especially in especially in like the spiritual community or in any religious aspect, we think spirit has the final say, or the gods have the final say, or God, if you believe in one God, has the final say. But I think the way that I see it is they can give us advice, but it's our choice if we want to take it. So that's the message, guys. I love you. I'm going to turn this off because someone's about to come home. But I hope this helped. I'll put one of my examples of how I'm turning something negative into something positive in the comments. I'd love for you guys to put whatever you want in the comments. It could even be something that inspires you. Please don't feel the need to put anything too vulnerable on the internet. I completely get it. But I hope this helps, and I'll see you guys later. All right, I love you. Bye.